Hey guys, it's Dr. Kirby here and we're back with another video. Now I know I did say that I was going to do a roamer guide, but I think after this video then I'll start making that video. Today we are going to be doing a video on Qiao. I hope I said that name right. Now this was requested by someone who commented on my Cayenne support gameplay video. Elvis Rios. I hope I said that right. Um, and then they said dash out guide, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Um, so let's get started. Now, she and Dolia are probably one of the most sought after, maybe popular characters because of what their kit represents, right? If you've seen my Dolia beginner's guide, you know she eats the house down. Similar with Dasha over here, and she just got her free skin, which is this one, which I think I made a video about on my Wild Rift No One Watches videos, that video. So let's go on with her abilities and everything else. Her passive is a tether. Now, I don't really use this much because I don't really utilize its potential. But basically, when you tether with someone, they gain a movement speed boost, and that's it. And then also, later on when we talk about the abilities, it says that the tides created by her skills deal extra damage when they overlap. Meaning if you combine the first skill and the third skill, which we'll get into, together, they will clash. And then it will be like a whole combo. That's why her abilities are kind of wonky. So let's start with the first skill. The first skill is a forward projectile that bumps the enemy team, as you can see, and also leaves continuous damage. So if you want a fully magic attack dash out, then you can actually benefit that. But I think she's more of a CC'er than a attacker. You know, I mean, the continuous damage is not that crazy, so I wouldn't really wish upon that. And she also gains movement speed when she uses her skills. So it's kind of like a Nami, right? Fish. There's that. Her second skill is a recall. It's an enhanced recall, as you can see here. Let's see if both of them will go back together. Yes, both of them will go back together. Now, this is like a cleanse. As you can see, it conjures a magic circle back to base, granting movement speed boost. I don't think Honor of Kings has a movement speed boost in the mid game when you go back to base like Wild Rift does. So it's pretty useful, as you can see here. The team with the lowest health are teleported back to the spawn. It restores their mana ASAP. It doesn't tick like when you go to the fountain and recall manually. Removing all the debuffs it has and increases your movement speed, which has the home guard passive. Also, if you don't, if no one's in this circle, the cooldown is refunded by 50%, and the movement speed bonus fades away when enemies enter the view. So there's that. Her third skill is another direction projectile, similar to the first skill, but this one it's vertical. It's not really horizontal. So what I said earlier about her passive, if you partner the third skill and the first skill together, it kind of does a lot more damage, and both of the continuous damage that these two abilities have, the first skill and the third skill, will tick. It will combine the ticks. So if this is doing that much amount, then it will also do the same amount. So you're getting double the damage when you hit both of these skills. It's very tricky to land this. You can't really tap. You have to really adjust. It's not like Liang. I haven't done a Liang guide yet, but it's not like Liang where you can just place that wall, because you really want it to be precise. Liang is like, you're guaranteed to hit it anyways because you're gonna pass through it, because like I said, it's a wall. This one is a projectile that you want the full potential of the bounce, you know? So yeah, again, your combo for your engagement is the third skill and the first skill. You know, and then whenever some engagement happens, make sure you have your respawn ready so that they go to base ASAP and then go back to lane with that movement speed boost for 5 seconds. So yeah, she's, like I said, in the thumbnail it says the all-rounder. She is an all-rounder because she has so much utilities in her kit that she is more preferred to be built as somewhat tanky like Dolia build than, you know, Cayenne, which we mentioned in the last guide that I did. Period. Let's see her ultimate. Now this ultimate is what makes her, I think, broken aside from her abilities. She makes a bigger circle that also deals damage, by the way, which I didn't know that. and it allows for her teammates to teleport to it. And whoever's in that circle, which I didn't know about this as well, enhance the attack speed of the teammates within it. So you have to really place this strategically, either in the middle of the fight as it's happening, or somewhere around the corners, or somewhere in a safer space, so that when they spawn in, they would engage. But I think you would prefer to place it in the middle like this in a fight, because so that the enemies can reach the enemy, so that the allies can reach the enemies while still inside that circle, so they can get that attack speed enhancement. Now let's see how much damage this does. It does, oh, it does a lot of damage. I honestly didn't know that. I didn't know. That's why you read, guys. That's why you read. And also it's broken because at max rank you get 50% attack speed buff. That is crazy. And make sure you ping. There's a ping. Whenever you use her ultimate, there's a ping up the top right. It says the Eye of the Whirlpool is open. Please tap that. Not many people know that. Not many people know they can teleport. I feel like you need I feel like the majority of the people who are unaware need like 20 games to be like, oh, that's that character. She's gonna teleport. I need to react like that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have TP here in this game unless you're a Clash laner. So having this type of TP, knowing that you can be an objective, like everyone huddle up in this objective, and also that knowing that it does damage, knowing that it gives you attack speed. She is that all-rounder, and it's pretty broken. That's why. And not many people play her, surprisingly. Maybe in different regions, but in the Middle East region, I don't see it as much. Everyone's going for tanks. I'm like, I'm tired of tanks. Thank you. But yeah, with that being said, let's go through her. Nope. Let's go through her runes now. Oh, I was playing Agudo. Baby. I was playing Agudo jungle. Now let's talk about the, what's this face? The runes, the builds. I'm saying runes, but it's arcana. The arcanas, the builds, and the summoner spells. For summoner spells, you can take heal, and something underrated is you can actually take intimidate. No one talks about intimidate like I do talk about intimidate. Maybe because it's a Clash laner type spell, but the fact that it reduces the damage by 25% and reduces increasing your own damage reduction for 4 seconds. If a teammate is intimidated on the same target, within the 5-second damage rebuff will be halved. Okay, so you can take 2 intimidate, so only take 1, so that the potential is maximized. Thank you. But yeah, this is pretty a broken spell. I think this is only good for like melee supports. Like, I don't know their names. There's a lot of names. Like even the one with the balls. The one with the balls, the 3 balls. The Arum clone, he could benefit from this, but yeah. But heal is your standard always. I don't think flash is good because you're not going to be doing some quick plays like that. I think your range ability range is long enough for it to be like, you know, to do the 3-1 combo. So to talk about your arcana is very standard. We got a Harmony, Void, and Fate, all 10 of them. Harmony gives you, again, the 4 stats: magic attack, defenses, HP, cooldown reduction, maybe movement speed, but you know, those are more important. Also, you get more movement speed from your passive with that tether. As you can see, Harmony gives max health, movement speed, and health per 5 seconds. Void gives you max health and cooldown reduction, again. And Fate gives you physical defense, max health, and attack speed for the opposing marksman. That's why you always take physical defense. Or you can take both. But you're sacrificing the stats of the attack speed and the max health. So, yeah. So for her build, it's very, again, tanky. Like half tank, half attack damage. But you can mix and match with the stuff. But this what fits her the best, especially if you want to be more of a utility support with, you know, causing a lot of CCs around. So let's start with her support item. Always this, you know, unless you're in like an assassin meta, always take Crimson Shadow. And you always want to take the shield, group shield, especially in situations where you want to clutch that burst of damage, no matter what matchup you're in, whether you're in an assassin matchup or not. Like if everyone can burst you down or not, this is still useful for like a save. For her boots, I'm surprised they're recommending her resistance boots, because I don't think that will benefit her. I think cooldown will be more beneficial for her. Because you see, it even shortens the cooldowns of combat skills by 15. So aside from your ultimates, the other abilities will get buffed as well. plus that. So you get 15 cooldown reduction plus the 15% of that common skill cooldown. So I think that's more broken in a sense, but you know, you have options. I think you would take crowd control if you're against like heavy CCers, like I don't know their names, Zhangfei or something. Their names are hard to memorize sometimes. You know, Lubu. I can think of Lubu. Knock up. But yeah, I wouldn't. I think I wouldn't take deafness as a last resort if you want to be a roamer. But I don't know. It gives you more health though. Arcane boots. I don't think it would work. So now this one, not many people use this item because it's very specific to the character, the Glacial Buckler. Now the reason why I think I use this as well as some other character that I forgot the name of. But yeah, this build gives you your core two stats, which is defenses and cooldown reduction. But the thing that shines about this item is that passive. As you can see, it fires an ice blast to the enemy when losing 10% or more of current health from a single attack, dealing 10 to 240 scaling magical damage to enemies within the range. And it reduces their attack speed by 15% and movement speed by it's more and movement speed by 30 seconds for 2 seconds with a cooldown of 2 seconds. So this is basically your Frozen Hearts, you know, in League of Legends, Frost Gauntlet, those types of items. Because if you knock up someone with your skills, they're knocked up and then they'll be slowed after for 2 seconds. So you can actually catch up with that, especially if you have a tether on someone, you can go fast. So this is more of a utility tool. You're not getting any magical attack until your last build, which is this one. We'll talk about that later. Dawnlight. Now I was gonna say Seraphine. Dolia uses this as well. 10% cooldown reduction, 240 physical defense, and then health regen 150 for 5 seconds. Upon dealing damage to an enemy heroes with basic attack or skills, you get a shield that negates damage to yourself and then the nearby teammate with the lowest health. So again, once you land an ability, you get that shield that scales up, and it lasts for 3 seconds with a cooldown of 10 seconds. So by 7 seconds, you'll get that shield up again. Now this one is another. You really have to be in front of these fights. That's why she's building so tanky. Like Dolia as well, you have to be really in these fights. Unlike Hyan, you have to be around the radius or somewhat in the middle of a fight, mid back of a fight. But this one you have to be in front. You have to go balls deep. Like these are this type of support that are not messing around. So again, Omnunus Premonition. I think I've used this as well on Dahlia's build video. Again, gives her a lot of the 2 core stats, which is defenses and health. And as you can see, if you're being focused on with the passive cold steel, will reduce the attacker's attack speed by 40% and will slow them again. See how the theming is giving. slows. This one will also slow. So yeah, you really have you're a slow bot in a sense, which is kind of cool. We had a healer bot yesterday. So maybe Boots of Deafness isn't as bad. So maybe if you change your priorities, but again, you're in the front of the fight. You need some magical defenses. What if it's a pure AP build? You can adapt to this. You can adapt this to something else, something like this one, like a Succubus Cloak, or yeah, I think Succubus Cloak is more better if you're against AP. But you're missing out on that attack speed, especially on the Fed ADC Marksman. The last item is Frozen Bread. You could also go for the anti-heal, Venomous Staff. But I think this is the topping off the cake over here. Again, this is the only item she gets magical attack. She gets cooldown reduction and max health. She doesn't really get much cooldown reduction. 15, 30, 30, 45. She gets 45% cooldown reduction, which is not bad if you do your math. But I think that's fine. As you can see, when the skill hits reduces the enemy's movement speed by 20. Again, I think all of these will stack up. They're going to be slowed to heck, and then they're going to get caught up. So yes. Also, the passive Frostbite deals 400 magic damage, max scaling to targets with reduced movement speed. Again, you do more damage when they get slowed. So there you go. But now we're going to move on to our rank match that I have recorded. Not recorded, on a replay. And we are here with the recording. As you can see, we're going to go ×2 because it's almost past 20 minutes. So as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm just poking with my third skill. I took my third skill first because I think the horizontal angle is better than a vertical angle so that they don't dodge it easily, as you can see. Let's put it on ×1. As you can see, I'm just trying to help my mid laner out. I'm trying to tether with that um, passive, but you know, I keep forgetting. So now we're trying to tether up with each other. Mozzie's damage is not that scary early game, so I'm trying to, you know, push that. Now I'm roaming back to the bot lane where the enemy Liang didn't really help much in the mid lane, so I'm now rotating back. As you can see that Liang overstayed, so obviously he's dead. Obviously. It's one of those days. Um I'm having a hard time getting to master because I don't know, it's like silver rank in diamond right now, so you know I'm just vibing. As you can see that Loom, people are saying long. Isn't it Loom? I'm gonna say Loom. Loom. Sounds nice to say that. Loom. I played Loom, trying my best to get out of Master, but yeah, these people are just good, you know. I feel like it's gonna get harder when I get to Master. Yeesh. What is this? Pokemon Unite? Um, but yeah. So yes, it's laning phase, laning phase. I'm not doing as much. Liang has a wall which I'm trying not to pass through. This ADC is my ADC is very aggressive. So it's really hard to react to something like that. Also notice how the third skill and the first skill are overlaying with each other. So that's what the passive was trying to say earlier into when I was talking about it in the video. And it makes sense, obviously. Okay, that's times two, girl. Nothing is happening, girl. Something needs to happen. Yes, farm, farm, farm. I could have roamed and helped the Princess Frost, but girl, I keep forgetting. You know, when you're in a situation like in real time, it's really hard to read the situation. Okay, the jungler came. What was his name? Guan Yu, aka the Hecarim. Princess Frost came in. She used her ultimate, so that gave me a chance to pop that. She got that kill. He got that kill apparently. Liang, you're disappointing me. I main Liang, so yes, he's getting focused down. Yep, that bump. If I didn't land that ability, he would have, you know, I would have died. I mean, he would have not died. So yes, now we're pushing this tower. Let's fast forward it. Okay, that's this guy. Where's that guy? This guy. This guy is good with that the intimidate spell. I forgot his name, but he's really good and he can play Clash lane and um support lane really well. So we're taking the objective. Thank goodness. Make sure you ping your objectives, guys. No one seems to be pinging their objectives. No one. No one does it. To all the jungler mains out there, please do your objectives if it's available. Anyway, nothing is happening here. I'm trying to roam halfway across the map and try to help out. Um, Liang is just there. He should have recalled. If Liang overstays, he's gonna get focused on. As you can see, I'm baiting, thinking I left, and then I came back, hovering around that bush. The Mozzie saw me. Um, so yeah, we weren't able to do anything there. You know, so now I'm trying to make a presence in the enemy's jungle, hoping to catch a pick. Now that the enemy's tower, the first tower is gone in the bot lane. Um, I don't know what Hui is doing, but work. Loom is there. Um, the enemy jungler, the enemy clash laner is here, and he's not that fed, so I'm not that scared. Again, we are building tankiness, as you can see that, and the damage on the ultimate helped us as well. Loom got a kill, but Princess Frost can finish her off. Yep. There's Guan Yu yeehawing around. But I believe in my team. If you're snowballing this hard, you can be ballsy with it. You have to be ballsy with this. This skirmish actually made it everything so one-sided after. Yep. So yeah. So this is how my rank games have been. Either you stomp or you get stomped. So yeah. Leave a comment down below on what on how your rank games have been. Because grrr, it's not been good. We're gonna fast forward a bit. Times 4. I don't want this video to be too long. I want it to be like 25 minutes low. So okay, everyone's fed. Everyone's fed. What did I do there? I didn't really do much. Okay, there's another skirmish. Guan Yu is alone. 4v1. Liang comes in, puts a wall. See what I mean by that wall? It's so easy to land that than Da Xiao's third or first skill, because you have to really be precise with it. So, you know, I'll talk about that more when I make a Liang guide. Maybe after the roaming guide, because I miss Liang. I haven't played Liang much. I'm really like confused on what to play because I just want to get to master. But then again, I need to just focus and not care. Just play. I need to remind myself that. I should play also this guy, the Suppressor. That's a good character. And I do like Carmilla from Mobile Legends, so, you know. I killed that with my third skill. You can actually do, like, kill steals with that. Also, if you haven't picked up the skin, unfortunately, it's not longer available. It was a login event, a puzzle event. But if you keep playing Honor of Kings, you'll get more of that. Okay, so nothing's happening here. Something's happening in the Clash lane. I'm trying to assist, but everyone is fed. I'm trying to catch to this. Who is this? That's Liang. Nothing's happening. Lucas, they're overstaying. Princess Frost, someone I should, maybe I should do an off-meta build on. She seems to be good. She could be like a Dasho counterpart because of the build of the movement speed and the slows. Yeah, nothing's really happening here. The objective is there. Okay, she's dead. Yeah, she got shut down. She overstayed her welcome. So I'm just gonna help my... What's her name? I'm gonna help my jungler take the objective. Again, Guan Yu. Again, there's a lot of people are learning this game, and I don't know how they got to high ranks. No shade. Not high rank. Myself. As you can see, a lot of our teams is stomping. I'm just fast forwarding. I'm trying to be in the front lines to be more secure. Again, this Wang Ji is slain. Yeah, it's a stomp, you know. It's a stomp. That's why I'm fast forwarding. But I mean, you guys get the gist of how these characters work. You just have to understand the fundamentals of a roamer. Um, the fundamentals of a roamer, and then figure out your champion, how it works. That's pretty much how you play this game, or any MOBA games in general, or any character-based games. You know, especially in role games like support, top, mid, you know, jungle. You have to learn the fundamentals first of that lane, and then when you figure out how it works, you have to implement it within your character's kit. So when I do my roam guide, we'll go through characters and break down like how it will affect, you know, that, and then another replay of a different character that I haven't made a guide with yet. So yeah. Ugh. There's still something to this game that I don't know, so. Oh, look at who you go. The thing underrated about this character, Dasha, is that tether. You don't realize how good that movement speed is in this situation, especially if you're a marksman with a lot of range, like a Garo, where the range is so beneficial to like get that last hit since they're so far away. So movement speed tether is very underrated. Okay, some fights are happening. Some fights are happening. I'm not scared because I'm tanky, as you can see. As you can see that. I'm trying to be focused down, but then I got a shield. I think that was from my item. So yes, again, they're too behind. You need to really farm up before you start clashing. I think that Guan Yu was level... Like Guan Yu was level 13. Our jungler is 15. So, yeah, level scales a lot. As you can see, I have that tether for Dian Wei, and she's moving a bit more faster for that long, and then long died. And that's an ace. That's how you do it. That's how you win. And I recalled the Hui. That's so funny. Okay, here's the matchup. I think I didn't die. I didn't die. I was the MVP of the fight. So yeah, and there was 2 Filipinos in the gameplay. Yeah, that was the video. I hope you guys learned something from this. It was a bit descriptive in the guide part, but the gameplay was really quick. But yeah, it was 7 minutes, I think. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, like it. If you don't dislike, you guys subscribe, notification bell for never upload a new video. I am a VTuber who does content. As you can see from my videos, I've done the Cayenne guide, I've done the Haino guide, I've done the Dolia guide, I've done the Dolia mid guide, all that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Join my Discord link description below. Follow me on Twitter at drcurvy_YT here. Follow me on Twitch at drcurvytv. Donate to the channel since I'm not monetized yet. If you have any spare change, you can help out a creator who wants to pursue this as a full-time thing. And since making Honor of Kings videos, my subscription just rose up. So thank you for subscribing. And yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.